Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another Transformers review. But before I get started, I need you guys to do me a favor. If you're watching this video right here and are not a subscriber of Patriot Prime Reviews, please hit that subscribe button right now. It won't cost you a thing, but will help me and my channel out tremendously. Also, make sure and visit my sponsor, Toyhax.com. Toyhax provides reproduction and upgrade decal sets for Transformer toys from Generation 1 to the latest modern figures. Make sure and stop by the Toyhax Armory, where they can equip your figures with new weaponry in multiple colors, and Toy Stages provides backdrops for figure displays and photography. Each purchase with Toyhax earns you RoboCents that can be used for future purchases. You can check your balance anytime in your cart. Toyhax is a company run by collectors for collectors. So check out Toyhax.com and make your collection stand out from the rest. And tell them Patriot Prime sent you. Now, on to the review. The featured bot in this video is 1985's Generation 1 Dirge, or in this figure's case, this is the 2004 Toys R Us commemorative reissue, and this is just as good as the Generation 1 figure because this is one of the few reissues that they didn't have to tweak at all. This is an exact duplicate of the Generation 1 Dirge and works perfect in my collection. Now, Dirge hitting the toy shelves in 1985 more or less guaranteed his appearance in the animated television show. He made his debut in the Season 2 episode Dinobot Island. Now, he became a regular in the series all the way up to Transformers the movie, where it looked like Unicron ate him along with Thrust and Ramjet. But apparently he got better and he was discovered hiding in plain sight in Season 3.
How are we going to find the Decepticons? It's like a needle in a haystack.
Dirge made his first appearance in Marvel Comics in issue number 17, where it was shown that he was one of Lord Straxus's enforcers on Cybertron. Dirge then appeared on Earth in issue number 21, where he assisted Megatron in an attack on Hoover Dam. In G.I. Joe vs. Transformers, issue number 3, Dirge not only appeared on the cover, but he was killed by Serpentor when Serpentor overloaded his weapons. And that's the last you saw of Dirge in Marvel Comics. So now, enough of the history of the figure, let's take a closer look at the toy. And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. In vehicle mode, Dirge is a modified F-15 fighter jet. He shares the exact same body style as all the other Seekers, except Dirge has these brand new gold wings, and I really like the looks of this jet. It's very futuristic. Now, unlike the other Seekers, Dirge does not have any rear stabilizer fins, just these long golden wings, which really add to the uniqueness of his jet. Primarily blue in color, he's got some great sticker decals. These are the originals that came with the figure, and some show a little bit of wear and probably need to be replaced. Dirge also features a opening cockpit right here that's translucent, kind of a tinted gray or black. Got a rubber nose cone, and something I failed to mention in my thrust review, these guys have a die-cast metal chest, or this black area right here is all die-cast. Man, they just don't make them like that anymore. Great sculpted detailing throughout, all the way down to the thrusters here on the back. Underneath the wings, you see Dirge has these weapons that I'm not a real big fan of, and I'll go over that more here in a moment. He also has landing gear right here that does not collapse up inside the vehicle. You have to take this out and store it inside the cockpit if you so choose. As before, you can't really tell from the underside of the jet that this is a robot, except for the visible head syndrome right there. But all in all, a really sharp looking jet. The color is fantastic, and I just love the unique sci-fi look of this jet. Now let's go ahead and get Dirge transformed into robot mode. First thing we're going to do is remove the landing gear, and I always like to store mine in the cockpit. Put the wheels in first, and then the peg will go up there on top. Shut the cockpit up. Now you're going to go ahead and remove the wings. Take the nose cone, bend that down, get your fingers underneath this section here, and push these sections out, which will form the robot arms. Now you're going to bend the nose cone down or fold it down as such, and then feed it through that gap. Bring it out and around, revealing the robot head, and you're going to take this section and bend down like so. Flip the robot feet down. Now you're going to take the fists. You have to put the fists are separate. Put the right and left fist on. There we go. And now we're going to attach the wings. Go ahead and remove these weapons. And now we're going to attach the wings. Make sure they're... Actually, had them wrong. We'll make sure the larger section of the wing is facing down. There we go. And the other one, there we have Dirge in robot mode. Let me adjust this camera accordingly. Now we're going to take Dirge's weapons, and let's take a closer look at these. Dirge has the worst weapons of the 6 Seekers. There's just nothing really to these. They look like the barrel of a rifle, or actually they could pose for a pin. I'm just not really impressed with these. You got 4 Seekers that have the null rays and the cluster bombs. Then you have Ramjet, who has the big rockets or missiles, and Dirge just has these things. But oh well, these will attach right here on the arms via the port right there on top. And there we have Dirge all armed and ready for battle. And Dirge actually looks really good in robot mode. The color scheme is fantastic, carries over very well. The decals look great. I've never been a fan of the gold decals that go across the eyes. Every Seeker has these gold decals, and I'm just not a fan. I do not like those. Everything else, though, is perfect. I just love the colors on this guy. He really, really pops. Now, of course, in the Generation 1 cartoon and the comics, Dirge was portrayed as a Conehead, and you can achieve that look just by mistransforming him and leaving that cone up. So there you go. Now, of course, the instructions show Dirge to be transformed just like this, just like Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream. But if you want him to look cartoon accurate, there you go with the Conehead look. All in all, another great addition to your Generation 1 Decepticon ranks. And now for some quick size comparisons. Here is 1985's Generation 1 Dirge with Generation 1 Megatron, Transformers Classics Dirge, and Earthrise Dirge. 1985's Generation 1 Dirge is a great Generation 1 figure. He's got a great robot mode. He's got a great jet mode. And the only real complaint I have with the figure is the weaponry. I really wish he was given better weaponry, especially compared with the other Seekers. But still, this is a great G1 figure to add to your collection, whether it be an original Generation 1 or the 2004 commemorative edition like I have here. It's the exact same mold of the G1, and I couldn't be happier. So there you go, guys. 1985's Generation 1 Dirge. So, does a Generation 1 Dirge belong in your collection? Absolutely. If you're a G1 collector, you have to have Dirge in your collection. I mean, he's one of the 6 Seekers, so having him in your collection is a given. This is a great looking figure. I love his collar scheme. The blue and the gold work so well together, not to mention such a unique jet mode. Highly, highly recommended, whether it's the G1 or the commemorative edition like I have. As I said, there is no difference between G1 and the 2004 commemorative. They both look great and will look awesome on your display shelf. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new reviews. Once again, this is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah!